Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are still making the miniverse, make it mini botanical. So I think in my last video I've done up the cactus and the plants, and I did say I'm going to keeping the strawberries and carrots for food item miniverse, which I'm pretty sure I'll be doing a bit more miniverse videos, I hope. And today we are just going to focus on the other half of the Make It Mini botanical item, which is the flowers. I don't know whether I'll be doing exactly like what you see here in the box itself, because I just really wanted to do something different. But I have all the vases here. I may bring in a little bit more from my slash. I was just looking at it, but I thought let's just quickly get into it and see what I would do. So basically, the flowers that we have again, let's just revisit them. All right, we have Bird of Paradise, and these will actually go together. I think I like the idea of these orangey kind of I think plants or flowers to go together, because I think they matches really well. And of course, the roses should come together. That's how I feel it. I might just keep the baby breath for future use, because just because I only got into miniverse, and then basically got a little bit of a regret that I didn't get the Valentine series where it comes with roses. I would love to see more roses miniverse item. So with that, I thought to basically keep baby breath, because usually they will have roses. So I guess to keep that one aside might be useful. So let's stop talking too much and start doing the flowers arrangement, I call that. So let's just quickly take this one out first. I think they are taped down. Yes, they are taped down. So I just remove this tape. This is really very nice. I'm not sure. I shouldn't be keeping a lot of junks, but these are so nice. I mean, like, hey. Anyway, so I'll be using these ones, and then I actually thought I could use this because clearly this is an orange vase that matches with everything orangey. So I might just use this vase first, and then I'll put the things aside so that I can use them when I needed to. And I also realized that miniverse is really a bit of a messy business, so I got myself a parch paper. So as you can see here, I'm going to put the camera down a little bit. Pardon me, just trying to push it down a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing here. So this parch paper will hopefully prevent a lot of perhaps mess. And then I was thinking of using this. And then of course, if it doesn't work out well enough, I might just basically use a vase or something, because I think I have more than enough vase to do creations. So the plan is to put all the roses here. I'm not sure how possible it is, but that's what I'm trying to do here. And then let's just see whether everything works out as it's supposed to be. All right, this is what I want for this small little vase. It looks like huge plant that is actually top heavy on top of a very, very, very small vase. But I think it would work. I got a feeling it would work, but maybe there's a lot of holding up to do as I try. I might cure it one by one. I love to keep the stock as it is. I mean, like, I know it looks lengthy like this, but trust me, when it's done right, it will look fantastic. At least that's what I thought. It will look fantastic. I was trying to keep all these together. Like, I'll put the leaf here first. Maybe I'll pour some resin first and then put the leaf like this first and make them hold a little bit first. And then I can move on to putting all these rest of them in, which I think it will look so fantastic together because they're of the same color. I can't see why these don't work. This will work somehow. It looks fantastic together and on a yellow color vase. So let me just use the previous resin that I have. I have my tiny I would say UV light that I use, I think the last time when I do the cactus. Okay, another one. Not too much because, we shouldn't actually, I know we shouldn't have resin, but that's all right. We shouldn't be exposed to UV light, and yet here we are. But not too far, so I'm not putting a lot. I'm just trying to sort of stick this one and this together. I mean, like, I actually do not know whether they they will stick together, but I'm just going to try. All right, so what I'm doing is to shine the light there and hopefully stick these two to the resin below. So, well, look at it. It seems to work. I know it's not perfect. I mean, like, this is still going to be too light, and then I will have problem once I start putting the rest of the things. But this is what I'm going to do step by step. And then we start arranging the flowers as we go along and put more resin in them as I go along. So I thought this will work, but nevertheless, let me just read. Another solution is, of course, to dip this down instead of perhaps doing this, and then I'll shine the torch again. The purpose is just to basically stick it down. And then if it works like this, it's not too bad. And then I'm pretty sure eventually I'll cut the stem a little bit. But if it gets stuck here later when I pour the resin down totally, it will look good. Like this, I don't want it to be of the same length. I might just cut it briefly. Like here, slightly, ever so slightly. Not too much, only cut a little bit here like this. So I thought this will work, so I'm gonna just lock it in, and I'm gonna position this like this. Yes, and then I'm using the light again to shine it there. Hopefully it stays. Oop. I know. Yes, bear with me first. Okay, I got a feeling that the resin would have hardened already, but okay, I have to do it again. See, well, not all the time this method works, but I think it works in a certain way that it should. So I'm gonna put it like this. My hands will have to be very stable, and I start curing it immediately. Come on. I mean, I'm not sure how comfortable. I'm still trying to find a good way of doing this without being too messy, like not running up and down, not knowing what to do. But at the moment, this is the best that I could actually handle the miniverse item. I like these in two different colors. So when I was selecting the pack, I make sure that they have very vibrant color. Again, I do not know what this plant is called. Unfortunately, these have to be cut down slightly. So I'm cutting down a little bit more like this. Something fly off somewhere. I would find it eventually. So I'm going to put it here, I think. All right. I'm doing it this way again. I'm just going to pop it here. Holding it ever so gently again. I think so. Or maybe. Okay. Let me think. Okay, it's working since a bit. I should. Okay, I might get in some tools to help. I got it now. Let's just hope it stands. And then the other one, I might make it a bit higher. Okay, seems to be good. I'm not holding it and it's all by itself curing. So I do not know how many people were trying to keep things as it is while doing miniverse, but I think if the light is strong enough, it should be good. Oh, just to let you know, the light that I was using is actually a very small light, but I think it's a 360 light, so it should actually fit all kind of resins now. Okay, I think these look good being up here. Okay, I'm not going to cut the stem because I already have a short one here. So I have a long one that sits on the empty spot there, will be looking good. Okay, dumping it into the resin and putting it right in the middle, facing forward. I don't want it to face anywhere but forward. Almost time for me to perhaps start putting a bit more resin. Okay, I think this works. I'm just going to shine on it and make sure it has a little bit of perhaps staying still somewhere, so that when I pour the resin and cure it properly, this one will be quite perfect. Okay, I'm not sure whether you're liking how it's looking at now. I really like it. I'm going to put the 3 yellow pom-poms, I call them, at the bottom to cover the stalk here. So now you're seeing that it's pretty bare. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put it here so that it covers those areas. So this one I'm going to cut short, a bit more shorter than it's supposed to be. All right, let me just test it out and see whether that was short enough. Okay, maybe this is a good time to start pouring a bit more resin in, so that I can actually start putting. Okay, the resin shouldn't touch this beautiful vase. I'm going to clean my hand, don't worry everybody. I'm not going to let myself have resin all over my hands. It's just that now as we were making this, I would rather first focus on getting it first. Okay, look. It looks good. I think the other one needs to be cut a little bit also. Maybe not that much, but slightly. So we got these, and yep, somewhere there. I'm not cutting too much. Again, I'm cutting just ever so small. Okay, what do you think? I think these look good. Let's just quickly perhaps cure the resin first. And then once it's cured, I am loving this creation. I know it's not what you see here, where it's actually demonstrating you should use the long vase or something else, but I quite like this, the way it is. All right, so let me see. Oh, okay, it's still moving, I think. All right, so it's not cured enough yet. Oh my God, I want it to be here. I want it to be exactly here. Yep. Maybe it means I have to pour in more resin. Okay, I'm going to pour in more so that I don't have to worry about okay, I'm going to pour on the other side also. Yep, looking pretty good. You have stable hands, that'll be good. Okay, I think that is more than enough. I'm gonna just make sure this stays there. I like it how it is. All right, let me see. I might just put this aside for it to cure naturally subsequently, but I thought to say, this is my first creation. What do you think? I think I quite like it. How about you? Do you think it's nice? The next one that I'll be doing is actually the roses. All in this vase. I'm not sure how possible that is. So it means to say that I'm not doing this vase, all these. Although I do think that maybe this vase, I might think about it because I always think that this is a rose vase, which is very suitable for roses. But anyway, let me just put this to set because I think that is all we can do for it at the moment. I like it. When it's set, I'll come back to you. But I'll put it aside to my UV light to set first, and then we'll come and make the roses. All right, we are back to make the roses. So, okay, this come out fairly easy. So I'll put these roses and this one as the background. Whoa, I think it looks really pretty already. And as for these pink roses, oh, I could just take it out easily. Okay, so this one, there are two of them. One is the big roses, another one is two of the roses here. Although I think that they will look good with baby breath, maybe. But let me see how it looks here. Sometimes you need a big bushes of roses to make it looks fantastic in the vase itself. I'm gonna just slot it in and see how it looks first. And then if it looks really ugly, then I might change the vase or something. But in the interim, that was sort of my idea to put everything in. Oh gosh. Sort of everything in this vase, which I think will work out. Sort of. What do you think? I'm going to keep the stems shorter, definitely. Not going to keep it like this. It's a bit way too long. Or should I actually use this longer vase? Because that longer vase also will work with this idea, because all I wanted is to slot everything in. It's like, what do you think? Actually, if you ask me, I find that I like this vase better than this. I might just use this vase and see how I could actually slot everything in. I know it's a narrow vase. It doesn't look like we should be using it. Or maybe I should use the smaller one. Okay, I'm just trying out the vase. Just be patient with me, and then I will see. Okay. Oh, no. This small vase is too top heavy. See, it couldn't stand on its own, but the height is all right. This one will, because it does have that kind of length. But why? Okay. I better think of stability, because eventually, once I put everything in and it starts falling on me, that wouldn't be ideal. But that's not what I'm trying to do here. But okay, I was trying to actually put everything in and see whether the vase still stand by itself. I think the vase will stand on its own. So I personally will use this vase. I think. Yes, I've decided. Sort of. Well, I'm not sure. I quite like it. What do you think? All right, let me take a minute to ponder this, and then we'll come back and basically start deciding whether I'm using this vase or this vase. All right, just give me a second to think about it. I'm pretty sure I'll come back very quickly and start doing this. All right, I've decided that I will use this vase just because I think it's just fencing out a little bit better, and the base is actually a bit, stable. So I'm going to do exactly what I did the last time round, just to stick the first item in first, and then use my UV light to stabilize it. And then I'll doing the second one, which is really just the base before I go to the flower itself. All right, so the second stock that I want to put in is actually this one. Okay, I do not know whether he stuck there. Oh, he did. Okay, the second one is this one. So I'm just... Nope, not touching it. I think I need to open a second box of resins very soon. Nope, not getting. Oh, yep, now I'm getting it. So this one, I might just put here. Doesn't look like a bit. All right, I'm just going to make sure both of them start resting in. I think my next approach is to pour resins, because as you can see, this is very small, the hole to the vase. So if I don't start putting resin now, I won't be able to put it in later, just because of how difficult it is. So, all right, let me just stable enough. So I'm going to just pour the resin in as much as I can. Okay, I'm sorry, this leaf. Okay, I'll clear it later. Oh no, I'm moving this. Okay, not in. Okay, I have to wait for it to drip down first. Is it dripping down? Okay, this didn't get stuck, so I guess because I move it a little bit, which I should actually. So you can see that the resin is less than half where it's supposed to be. Pressing hard on this so that I can get more out of it. All right, almost overflowing. I have to wait for it to drip down. Okay, maybe I'll do this. I won't use the light now because I basically want the roses to start popping in. Okay, I think I have enough, but I'll pour one last drip or maybe some more inside. So that is really sufficient. I think by the time I put in all the stock, it should be sufficient already. All right, that's all I'm going to put. And I might just trim off these two leaves that is below. If I can trim it off. I might be able to. Yep, I'm trimming off the two leaves at the bottom because I don't think I need them. I might be wrong, but okay. Okay, I'm trimming it off. It doesn't look that good, but so now I have space, sort of. And I'll do the main roses too, which is the biggest of them all. Oh, it's too top heavy. Okay. Do you think it's a bit too tall? My dilemma starts again. I do think that it's a bit too tall. I do need to cut a little bit. What do you think? I think I should. Okay, I'm going to cut slightly. And then put it in. That looks more decent, I think. And then I'm going to put in these red roses. On this side, I think. Was it already down? Oh, it's too tall. Okay, another trim on the stalk itself. Make it slightly shorter than it's supposed to be. Okay. And the other one, we could do it here. What do you think at the moment? I do not know what to think at the moment. I just know that the flower seems to be branching out ever so strangely. Okay, this I'm going to cut slightly. And hopefully put it in. I do think that I do think that this stalk should go on the other side. Just arranging it. Okay, I'm going to just basically sort out the arrangement because I think everything is all too stuck there. I'm just trying to move this one over the other side to balance it out slightly. Yeah, something like that. And I think this stalk is a bit too tall. I'm going to just make it shorter so that it actually just go all the way to the bottom. And it will look like I don't have a dominant pink color roses just everywhere else. Okay. Something like that. What do you think? I still find these roses a little bit too tall. I might have to cut it further, but the thing is it has a small stalk here. If I cut it, it's almost like I have to sacrifice a smaller stalk. Okay, I'm gonna just try to make it this way. I might just cut it because there's no way you can basically put a stalk there without okay, come on. Am I moving down? Yes. Sorry, I'm just moving it too closely to the screen itself. I'm scratching my head because I was thinking, does it look right? Or does it look a bit strange now? Because I did want this to go this way, but then it sort of come back and in a very different way again. Okay, things get strangely organized. I'll come back after I sort it out and perhaps arrange it slightly so that you won't have to go through this with me. Just bear with me. I'll sort it out and I'll come back very shortly and let you see what I've done. All right, this is the best I could do. I'm just saying that if I'm gonna move it any further, right, it will look so ridiculous. So I'm just gonna cure it as it is. I think I pushed the rose head too hard. Then I think I'm almost breaking these big roses, which I don't want to happen. So I'm gonna just fix it this way. I think it looks good already. I shouldn't be too fussy. And I want to actually get this done properly rather than try to destroy the whole thing. I think miniverse resin is very harmful. I have this beautiful map and you can see that I'm staining it. I don't think I can remove those stains already. So I might just be very careful next time. If I ever going to basically do this resin again, I will not use my map because clearly now some of my adorable map is actually quite messy now. I should know it, but I didn't, which is the bad thing. All right, it should be sort of cured now. Let me try. Okay, I'm going to put it aside to basically cure it a little bit further. And I'm going to add these small rows onto it. And okay, this small one. And I'll show you very shortly. All right, thank you for your patience. I have basically very much finished up these two vases. I like decoration. I think for vase and decoration, it's so much better if you put them full in a vase. I think you can use different things that you can see up here, but I just thought that putting them full in one vase basically just look extremely nice. I hope you like this video. It takes so long. I promise I'll try to get better with my miniverse video recording. It should be fast, efficient, unlike now. Hope you like this video. If you like it, put a like on it, and I hope to see you in my next video. See ya. Thank you. Bye.